Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning and welcome to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy and excited to have this wonderful time and opportunity to come to you today to lead you in yet another grief devotion. This is the daily grief devotional that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural and normal response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. Grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you express it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout, good morning, because morning is a good thing. We are grateful and thankful to have this wonderful opportunity to be led into another grief devotion as we navigate through our loss, change, and transition. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for having the desire and the dedication and the discipline to be the best version of yourself, to grow, to go, to develop, to be all that God has called you to be. Y'allthebomb.com for showing up for yourself, and I'm grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. Excited to lead you into our grief devotion. Let's get to it, y'all. Today is day 11. We're going to talk about I must say hello before I can say goodbye. I must say hello before I can say goodbye. Let's get to it, y'all. I love it. While I've already said goodbye to the physical presence of my loved one, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with figuring out how to say goodbye to our former relationship and the many ways their life intersected with mine. Y'all, after the transition, the passing of a loved one, or anything you go through, right? You can say goodbye to that. You can come to the reality that they're gone. We've had the funeral. I done seen them lower the casket in the ground. We went to the repast. I'm getting back to my normal routine of life. I said goodbye, right? I said goodbye. I've already said goodbye to the physical presence of my loved one. But now I find myself struggling with figuring out, how do I say goodbye to our former relationship, right? And not only our former relationship, but the many ways their life intersected with mine. That's the right there, right? How do I say goodbye to the many ways that their life intersected with mine? Because I just didn't lose a loved one, but I lost a friend, and I lost a companion, and I lost a coffee buddy, and I lost a lunch buddy, or I lost the brother, or I lost the sister, or I lost the person I would call and tell when I got good news, or I lost the person I would call and vent to, or I lost my financial covering. I lost my protect. Now who gonna kill this spider? Because I hate spiders, and my husband would kill all the spiders. But now when I see a spider, what am I gonna do? Who gonna take out the trash? Because he took out the trash. He took care of all of this stuff. Or I just lost. Nobody could make the chicken and dumplings like my dumpling, and she would fix me meals all the time. And then we would cuddle and we would talk and we would sit on the porch and sip lemonade. How do I say goodbye to all the ways that their life intersected with mine, right? That they would call me every day at this time, or they would get off the bus and they would run and they would give me a hug, or they would bring me my house shoes, or I could call them because they was 5 and 6, they didn't mind. I would call them from the other room and they would come bring me the remote or bring me some water, and I would tuck them in. My nightly routine before I go to bed, I go in their room and tuck them in and say prayers with them. How do I say goodbye to all the ways their life intersected with mine? In what ways did their life intersect with yours, right? And even beyond death, because I know we primarily focus on death, but when you start looking at the loss, change, and transition you dealt with, some of the things we struggle with is the ways in which what we lost, what has changed, or the transition has intersected with our lives, right? So how do I say goodbye to this relationship? How do I say goodbye to this routine? How do I say goodbye to something that I was doing habitually? How do I say goodbye to all of the ways that this life intersected with mine? Because yes, they are gone, but they were so, their life, their essence was so interwoven with my life. Now I'm struggling with how to say goodbye to all the ways their life intersected with mine, right? And for many of us, that's where the problem comes in. That's where the problem comes in, right? That's where the issue is. Not just saying goodbye to them, but it's also all the ways they affected and impacted your life, and all of what they meant, and all. How do I navigate through that right there, right? He says, I'm learning that before I can say goodbye to our relationship, I must first say hello to all the ways that my life is now different. Y'all getting this? Before I can say goodbye to the relationship, I must say hello to all the ways my life is different. Hello, loss. Hello, grief. Hello, empty chair at the table. Hello, changing me. I got to say hello to all of the ways my life is different. That's why we tell you, you got to befriend grief. You are establishing and learning new normals. You have a new way of life. And it's hard to welcome them jokers in. Because this ain't what I wanted. But it's wrapping your mind around or settling into the fact that this is my new normal, that I got to welcome in grief. Remember, grief is your companion. You got to befriend grief, right? It's not something that you ignore, something that you explore. It's not somebody that you avoid. They are there to help you to navigate through what you're dealing with. So it's like saying hello loss, hello grief, right? I'm saying hello to all of these other things before I get to the point to where I'm saying goodbye. What is it that you need to say hello to? It can be rhetorical. You could throw it in the chat if you want. What is it that you're saying hello to, right? That you now have to say hello to. Hello unemployment, right? Hello loss, hello grief, hello mourning. What is hello empty chair at the table, right? What is it that you are now left to say hello to, right? As I move toward reconciliation, I will be saying more goodbyes, right? Gonna say goodbye to our old routine, goodbye to companionship, goodbye, right? Ever present pain. That it is something that we do. I want to say simultaneously, but it's something that we do because there's so many different ways in which their life affected ours or impacted ours that we say hello and we embrace. Remember, we don't refuse to face it. We embrace it. There are new hellos that we have to embrace. Give yourself permission to feel. There are new hellos we have to embrace. There are goodbyes, right, that we have to release, right? So we're embracing the hellos, we're releasing some goodbyes. We're embracing the hellos, we are releasing some goodbyes. And it's difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult, but we have to embrace the new hellos. We got to hello single life. Some of y'all was married 20, 30, 25, 30, 35, 40 years, right? And there were so many different aspects, right? Like I said, that you got to say goodbye to: companionship, provider, coverer, protector, spider killer, right? Dessert getter, remote fetcher, right? There's so many things we say goodbye to, but you got to say hello to the reality of your new situation, right? I'm in a single season. Hello. And this is the thing: things that you want to suppress, you got to express, but things that we don't want to embrace or refuse, the things that we don't want to embrace, things that we refuse to face, you got to embrace. This is and it's not changing, right? So it's like, how do I now do this? Right? If you ain't been single for 30 years and now all of a sudden you're widowed and you find yourself by yourself, how do I do this? Right? How do I navigate through this? I'm used to coming home to my companion. So what am I supposed to do now? It's saying hello to this new season that you're in. It's saying hello, right? Somebody say, I don't want to say hello, right? But this is the reality of the situation. And so you begin to explore, to embrace it. Say, yo, so what am I supposed to do? What does this look like? Right? It's not good that man should be alone. That's not just companionship. It's just village, right? And you spend more time with the children now? Do you spend more time with your grandkids? Do you build a village of other people that just to kind of fill that gap, right? For friendship and companionship, right? What does that look like? What does that look like regarding the house? If he killed the spiders, what's your plan now? Are you going to spray them when you see them? right? What's the trash plan, right? What's the plan for getting the cars fixed? What's the plan for maintaining the house? What's the plan to fill in the gaps of the roles that they fulfilled? Because before you say goodbye, you got to say hello. You got to embrace this new normal, right? What's the plan? Say, I don't want to embrace it. I can't remember. Well, you got to, especially if he or she paid the bills or what. So what you gonna do? They gonna go and pay? You gonna be sitting in the dark? I gotta say hello to my new reality. How say hello to my little friend. What how am I gonna get this done? I gotta say hello to my new reality. If I can't afford the house, or what am I going to do to continue to afford and to pay? I gotta say hello to my new reality, right? Otherwise, I'll just be sitting at home. Do I need to join a club? Do I need to go somewhere? Do I? Because I still got more chapters in the book of my life. I still got more living to do. I need to heal, right? I need to put myself in a position to where I can be the best version of myself. So there's some things I gotta say hello to, right? And then there's some things I gotta say goodbye. You embrace the hellos, you release the goodbyes. Y'all hear what I'm saying today? You embrace the hellos and you release the goodbyes. I told you, well, maybe not y'all. But grief is lost, change, and transition. Back in 2015, I lost this job. What my position was phased out, right? And I could add, and all of that, all the different connections, nuances, everything that was connected to it. And I could have been in a position where I could have, been sad and pouted and all of this stuff. I mean, it was a sad situation, but I had to say hello to my new reality. And in saying hello to my new reality was me embracing it to say, yo, God, all things work together for the good of them that love them. I know this is part of your plan. So, yo, I'm saying hello. What's up? What we doing, God? What you want me to do? What you want me to do? I haven't been in this position. What is it that you want from me? That's when I really began to seek God, right? And that's when God began to show me and share with me. Oh, it's time. You've been running, you've been avoiding. It's time for you to start your own work, to start your. And I'm like, man, I've been 17 years in the game. I didn't know. Here we are 8 years later, 9 years later this year, right? God has blessed us exceedingly and abundantly above anything I could ask, think, or imagine. He has blessed us tremendously. But in that season, right, not only did I had to say goodbye, right, to some stuff, I had to say hello to some stuff. And I had to like, Lord, what is it? What you want me to do? Started going to different conferences and praying and all of this stuff, listening to God, downloading, because I was in a new season. And God, He took me and He held my hand. He walked with me. He showed me the way. He led me. The entire time, right? And that's what God wants to do with you while you're in this season, right? You're in a season of both goodbye and hello. There are some things you're saying goodbye to. There are some things you got to say hello to. You got to embrace the hellos, release the goodbyes, right? And it can be so difficult. By no stretch of the imagination am I saying it's easy, but that's the reality of your situation. The question is, what are you saying hello to? What are you saying goodbye to? What are you saying hello to? What are you saying goodbye to? Right? Because not only did you lose the loved one, but everything that was attached to that. You lost your porch buddy. Y'all used to sit on the porch and drink lemonade. As I said, you lost your spider killer. You lost your gas getter. He got your gas. You ain't never had to worry about getting gas. Now you got to get gas, right? You lost your food preparer. You lost your confidant. You lost your safe place. You lost your vent buddy. You lost your wine buddy, right? You lost your protector, your cover, your financial provider, right? You lost your travel buddy. Y'all used to travel. You lost your weightlifting buddy, right? And all of these could be wrapped up in the same person, or it could be, different stuff. You lost your buddy you used to go to lift weights with, right? So what's that's going to be like when you go into the gym, right? And so we got to release our goodbyes because it's difficult, right? And then we got to embrace the hello. Does this lesson make sense, y'all? I hope y'all got it. Come on, questions. Here's the final thought. Here's a reflection. I'm getting better at allowing or saying hello to new realities as they arise. I'm getting better at allowing or saying hello to new realities as they arise. I'm getting better at allowing or saying hello to new realities as they arise. Today is day 11. We're talking about I must say hello before I can say goodbye. Come on, talk to me. Questions, comments, questions, comments. If you got them, questions, comments. Yeah, like it's been 5 days since my mama been buried, and I'm going to call it today. Yeah, still lifting you up in prayer, Felicia. I know that's difficult. Call her today. I want to call her today. I got you. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So, wrap our minds around all of that. Hey, Lalicia Jordan. Good morning, loves and prayers. Felicia, I lost my mom. Hey, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing. I must embrace hello and release the goodbyes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody else? Questions, comments, questions, comments. Praying for you as you continue to navigate through your journey. We just want to give you tools, tips, techniques, and takeaways. Hellos. I want you to ask yourself this question. What is it that I need to embrace? What hellos do I need to embrace? What new realities am I allowing and embracing? Right? And what goodbyes do I need to release? I am embracing my hellos and releasing my goodbyes. What are you embracing? What are you releasing? What are you embracing? What are you releasing? What are you embracing? What are you releasing? No questions, no comments. Look, I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I hope and pray that y'all have a terrific Thursday. You are so very welcome. Dolores Ron, praying for Peter as he goes through a surgical procedure. Hope and pray all will turn out well. We know with the power of God that it will. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Hope y'all have a thriving Thursday, and I look forward to seeing y'all again tomorrow, same time. Let's go.